Hello. We're back. Today is what, August 22nd?
Something like that.
Yep, we're back up here. It is Thursday. We just got here. We are moving the camper, it's behind us, up to the new home lot. And we got to cut down 2 trees before we do that because they're a little sketchy. We don't want them to fall on the camper.
That's
but
true.
We have a wasp problem still.
Yeah.
Or not wasp.
Yellow jackets.
And they are not happy.
It's like we displaced 1 billion of them from their home, so they're trying to find a new home, and they're just like, you can look across there and it's like a blanket on the ground of just straight up yellow jackets. Like, I think I got stung on my hand, but I didn't feel it. It's because I got hard hands, folks.
Oh, I would feel it.
But yeah, I don't think we could show you in a video, but there's just like a blanket of yellow jackets. I don't think you'd see it. I'm sure you wouldn't. But anyways, the trees, right here is where we want to put the camper, kind of right in this area. It's reasonably level, but we just want to be mindful of any trees that could fall on the camper. And we've got 2 that we're going to cut down. We got this giant pine here. That's a big, tall dude. It's leaning right here, so it's, you know, if it would happen to fall, it's right on top of the camper. All these smaller trees, don't worry about them too much. And then this dude obviously is dead, so that dude's he's a big one too, but we're gonna cut it down. So, but I'm like relatively confident we're gonna get stung during this process. But yeah, that's the plan. Get these 2 trees cut down, cut them up, and pull the camper over there, get the camper set up, and so on. So that's the plan, first plan anyway. Wish us luck. Okay, so this is the first one that we're cutting down. Honestly, I'm not a fan of cutting this one down. You can see how dead it is, and I just feel like the predictability of what the tree's gonna do is gone when it's that dead. I'll take that. Really, the size of the tree didn't bother me. It was just that it was dead. And it's got all those gnarly branches that are also dead up above your head. Tree's down on the ground. That's 1 out of 2. Seemed like it took a little bit, but I don't care. I'd rather be safe than sorry. And I think a slow falling tree is A+ in my book. 1 more to go. How long do you think it took us to get that tree cut up and burnt? 45 minutes or so. I think that's pretty quick work. You guys saw how big that tree was. It's probably, I'm guessing it's 22 inches in diameter. She's gone, man, other than just a few odd branches. Obviously the tractor helped a lot. We cut it up into smaller chunks and did a lot of pushing with the tractor. So thankful that that was a safe adventure. Now we got this one here, and this one's probably 10, 20, 30, 40, I don't know, 50 feet tall probably, something like that. So my guess is it's gonna go down relatively easy. It's at least not dead like the other one. It's got some dead parts, it looks like, on it, but should be good. I'll set you on the ground here on the tripod and we'll get it cut down. I don't have gloves on because I have soft hands or anything. I have gloves on because the sap. That sap's no fun dealing with. All right, I got my handy dandy wedge, axe slash hammer, hatchet slash hammer, chainsaw, and it should fall right towards Carey. Sounds reassuring, don't it? Nice. Thank you, Jesus. All right, we're gonna stop the clock. So that tree, I don't know, 50 foot or so, it's all cleaned up. Obviously it still needs burnt. Hi. But it's all in a pile. Got a couple of 10-foot logs out of it, and it's 6:59. We started at 6:39, so it took us a total of 20 minutes once that tree was on the ground to get it cleaned up. I'll take that all day long. We have the camper set up, so we're pretty excited about that. It is, obviously we're on a slope. Let's see, if I was trying to level the camper, or level the camera, can't really see, but I think it would show you kind of how much of an angle. You can see how high off the ground the front end of the camper is, but it's sitting nice and level. It's pretty, and we don't really have to worry about any large trees potentially falling on the camper, so that's a good feeling. All right, it's the next morning. So the deal today is fire up the tractor. I'll flip it around, pile up these logs better so she can start a fire. This is all kind of choppy through here, and we want it to be grass eventually, so we're gonna drop the bush hog, put the grater blade on, smooth this out some, cut that tree right there, the one that's hanging over. A lot of green stuff in there. It's from trees we just cut recently, so it's not the best burning material. It's gonna get hot today. I think it's supposed to be, what, 90?
Yeah, I'm getting hot already.
Yeah. And cut down that tree right there, the one that's arching over. It's small enough, so that helps, but the only thing about it is, like, I wouldn't want it to barber chair, if you guys know what that is. It's just got so much pressure build up because it's leaning so much that I just gotta be careful when I'm cutting it down. All right, we just ate some lunch, and now we're heading back down a trail that we started cutting last weekend. The key to this whole property, because it's hilly, is the trail system. And
Says that like 100 times.
Yeah, if you remember, like even from the winter time videos, I was all about the trails. Just because it's how you get out and you explore, it's how you access, it's how you drag deer out, it's how you get logs out, it's all that stuff. So I'm all about the trails, and we started one last week. We probably got a couple 100 yards last weekend, and we're going to spend about an hour on it today, and then we're going to move on to the next project.
All right, new trail we're going to give you a little sneak peek of. We just spent right at an hour clearing this trail. We are beat. Hank is beat. We're filthy.
We need to widen it up in some spots, like right through here.
Yeah. Last winter called that the rock garden. It's kind of a hot mess right now, but maybe someday we can get it cleaned up.
And then we also
We
got
cleared
left here.
that way, and we cleared that way. And there's a little turnaround that way. Oh, sorry. I was trying to hold on to Hank and I was choking him. There's the brush cutter.
Where?
Right
Oh,
here.
shoot. Forgot about that. Stand by one. Let's get it. Whoop. Trail, trail, trail. Let's get it.
This is probably one of my favorite ones.
I know. I mean, we tweak it a little more and it'll be like really nice. Yeah, baby.
And we're back to the house.
Well, this is our morning routine, pretty much. Get up, drink a cup of coffee. Wow. Listen to some dramatic talking. Usually get a spam call of some sort. Watch Hank be a little monkey and climb up and down. Yeah. And then I'm usually good for about a cup or two of coffee, and then I head down to go hockey. I don't know if you guys know what hockey is or not, but that was a term my grandpa used to use all the time. I remember being a little kid, he would say, "Well, I'm going to go hockey."
What are you talking about?
And I remember telling him, I was like, "Can I go with you, Grandpa?" This is, when I was real little. And then he just started,
12.
probably. He started laughing. He's like, "You don't want to go with me on this one."
Hank and I are going to take our walk this morning. Usually while we're here, we take a walk in the mornings down the lane up to the cemetery and back. And it is almost 2 miles. Rowan. All the way back in there. They're so pretty. All different colors. I just turned the camera off, and actually there was a turkey up here, and it flew off into one of these trees over here. We'll see if we see anything else. So we're walking down the lane, down to the gate, and I don't know if you can see down there, but there's a baby turkey. It's probably going to take off running here in just a second because Hank's running down there, but I'm hoping I can get close enough. Oh, it's already off into the weeds. That was pretty cool. So we came down here yesterday when it was hot during the midst of the day. Here comes that turkey again. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully it'll cross the lane. There it is. It's just a little baby one. How cool is that? They're usually not by themselves. I'm sure Mama's around somewhere, or brothers and sisters. There is our sign that says Riggins Ridge. We bought this last year, so we had them put established in 2023. And Hank just does whatever he wants, including going in the flower beds.
Alright, this is what she's choosing. This, what is that? Poplar right there. It's right on the trail, which the benefit of that is going to be super quiet to get in and out of. The negative of that is you got deer coming. If they happen to walk this path, they're going to be coming straight at you or walking straight away from you, and neither one of those are good options. So you just have to kind of time it right, hopefully get them to turn broadside and fur enough away that get a double lung shot, not just one. But they could also be down in here really easily, or the cemetery is right here. I don't know if we told you that. Did we tell you that?
I did on my walk.
Okay, yeah, we got a cemetery. There's, I don't know, 6 or 7 tombstones, headstones there. But they could also be up in there too. So it's not just they're going to be walking on this land. Just for the record, not that we're a review type channel, but this big game 2-man stand I am not a fan of. I've used a lot of 2-man stands, but this one is very rattly, which a lot of times these pins are, you know, noisy anyway, but this one just seems to be unusually rattly. So I wouldn't.
Like it. It's a big, nice seat.
Yeah, but I wouldn't buy this stand again. Growing up, I never knew what a home or what a store-bought tree stand was. We always used to make them, me, Dad, and Grandpa, and my cousins.
I wouldn't stand or sit in one of them.
You wouldn't?
Because I'm too clumsy than you.
I used to make, and for a long time I used it, but I don't know if anybody watching has ever heard of a Baker tree stand. It's an old, kind of one of the original, or maybe the original climbing tree stand. But yeah, we used to use those a lot. And then my dad actually slid down a shagbark hickory, which you shouldn't climb a shagbark hickory anyway. But he slid down one time because you used to not have a hand climber. You would bear hug the tree, pull your feet up, lock in, go up, bear hug the tree, pull yourself up. But
Did you find you a comfy spot, Bubby?
we've come a long way since then.
About nap time for a puppy. He's digging himself a cool spot that he wants to lay in, or he wants back in the side by side. You want to lay back down, Bubby? You want to sit?
And then we'd make tree stands out of plywood. We would just cut a 24 by 36 inch piece of 3/4 inch plywood and then wrap it with like chicken wire to keep squirrels from eating it. And then buy conduit and make a ladder out of that. Use an 18-inch piece of 3/4 inch galvanized pipe with flanges on both ends, and that would be your seat. So yeah, long way. That's kind of funny. Shane's gonna be watching this video and it's him ringing in right now, but I'm not answering it, Shane, because I'm putting a tree stand up and you like to talk. I don't like to talk. You like to talk, Shane Fudge. Okay, so same thing, just hold that bottom. You can stand on that first rung. Yeah, should be. Obviously it's gonna, don't prevent me from lifting this up, but just keep it down. Nope, nope, yeah, keep hold of that. And as much as it sounds awful, I never, growing up, never ever knew what a safety harness was or used one. And I remember on those old tree stands that were just a piece of plywood 17 feet in the air, like being up there as a little kid, man, just fall asleep and kind of catch yourself. Just thank God for his protection, because I definitely didn't deserve it back in those days. But it's kind of what all of us did, I think. You did, don't you? It was, yeah.
Tell me about it. It's a good spot.
Yeah, I do. I'm not a big fan of it being right on this trail, just because, I mean, you're going to have a deer coming at you or going away from you, and I'd rather them be 20 yards broadside, you know. But if you are smart enough, and, you know, they're going to probably meander around and browse, and if you could get them, just be patient and wait until they turn. They don't even have to be perfectly broadside, but quartered away from you, not quartered to you, and not facing you. And as long as you make a good shot, yeah, we're fine. But I mean, up in here, perfect broadside shot. Down in there, perfect broadside shot. It's just, you know, if they happen to be walking down this trail. But I do, yeah, I can hang out here. I like it.
Don't get too comfy. We are all packed up and ready to head back to Indiana. We've got most everything moved for this weekend. We still have the water tank and picnic tables and chairs and a few things to move back to the new home site. This will eventually be the farm where we hope to have a barn and some animals. We are taking the trailer back with us today, and everybody's all loaded up, and we just want to thank you for watching our video. And our Bible verse that we are going to leave you with is our faith can move mountains. We are in the mountains and we have moved this weekend, and that is Matthew 17:20. Thanks for joining. See you next time.